Bank of St. Lucia, BOSL, management will provide information to the National Workers Union, NWU, to complete a job evaluation exercise. Union represented workers were not happy with the bank's implementation of a job assessment process. The employees demonstrated their dissatisfaction by calling in sick last week and then taking a one-day strike action that affected some BOSL clients before the Easter break with a major disruption in service. However, intervention by the Labour Commissioner led to an agreement between the two sides.
The Commissioner, after a meeting of almost four and a half hours, was able to hear both sides, and he was able to essentially make a recommendation that was followed by both the bank and the union. So the request that the union had made as it relates to an ongoing job evaluation exercise, the bank has agreed to fulfill its obligations and provide the information that we had requested as it pertains to that job evaluation exercise, so that we can have meaningful dialogue as it relates to the implementation of that exercise. So I believe there's a tentative date for sometime next week. So we're hoping that we can sit down with them and chat the way forward, given that we now have all the relevant information that was required or that was requested by the union from the onset to allow the process to go through. So we're very happy that the meeting last week was long, but at the end of the day it was successful in terms of pushing and moving this thing forward.
Bank employees had reportedly been clamoring for the bank to continue with its job evaluation exercise.
Generally, the workers were anxious to have the process continue, so certainly they're elated as it pertains to this development, and I believe both sides should now profit the opportunity to ensure that it's implemented in a transparent in a fair manner as best as possible. So this is exactly what we have wanted from the onset, and this is exactly what we'll be looking to continue.
The NWU and BOSL are due to meet next week to iron out any kinks and discuss the way forward on the implementation of the job appraisal.
The recommendation is that the management of the bank make available the calibrated scores to the union and the shop stewards. There are some anomalies. They will decide how to approach the anomalies in terms of putting together a team to examine that. There's a date by which they should meet, that is April 15th. The two parties should come together to work on that issue.
The NWU will prepare a statement on the agreed terms, which will be sent to BOSL for vetting and copied to the Labour Commissioner to ensure all parties are on the same page. Gina Filippi, HTS News Force.